Okay, your first card is the Ace of Air. The Ace of Air. So this is the same as a sword card in traditional tarot, the air cards. So this is about thinking, concepts, ideas. It's all about what you're creating, what you're thinking about. And the Ace is new beginnings. So it feels like there's some brilliant new ideas that are coming up for you. Some brilliant new inspirations around the month of March, the beginning of March. It feels to me like it's the very beginning, almost like the first week. And, you're starting to see the truth of some situations as well. So let's see, what could those situations be? I do feel like in relationships that you're really uncovering some hidden truths. I do feel like that there's a decision to be made around that. Do you want to continue with this relationship? Is it in your highest and best good? Are you feeling warm and fuzzy from it? Or are you feeling a little bit like it's a block, or it's sort of a drag? Like when you walk into the house and this person, say it's a spouse or whatever, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, that you feel brought down by it. So just think about that. It could be a challenging beginning to something new. So again, relationships are coming up for quite a bit for you guys. It could be in the form of business. It could be that you've wanted to start a project and it's just not getting off the ground as smoothly as you thought it would. So the Ace, again, is about new beginnings, and it can go either way. You're ready to take flight. And speaking of, when I look at this card, the unicorns are what represents the air signs in this particular deck. So when I take a look at this card, I'm looking at this unicorn standing out on this long winding path and has his head tilted, like listening for answers or listening to what's being said around them. So it feels like that you guys are hearing some, I was saying earlier about some hidden truths. Maybe news comes out that could probably maybe shock you, or it reveals somebody else's type of communication or secrets that you didn't know about, and it really will give you the momentum to move forward in the direction that's best for you. All right? And your next card is the Justice card. And this is a major arcana card. And the Justice card represents, it could be legal matters, it could be about relationships, it could be about balance. A lot of times it's about balance. It could be about a Libra, because Libra is the sign of scales and balance and justice. And it does feel like you all have a balancing act going on here this particular month. And these are some decisions that need to be made. Before I started the reading, I was talking about decisions. I just feel like you're going to have some, and that you want them to be fair and just for everybody involved. Do what you know is right. Again, do what you feel is right. If it feels like it's a legal matter and you need to hire an attorney for something that's going on for you, then do that. If it's like a separation or a divorce, it feels like to take care of your needs and or your children's needs and or anyone else that you support. Stand up for yourself. Obviously, if it's about balance and all, then stand up for your beliefs and how you feel. How are you off balance? What could you bring into the relationship? What could you bring into? I'm focusing a lot with you guys on relationships this month, and some of the other signs have been more about business. But we'll see where this goes. But if the relationship is out of balance, then also you may want to talk to, I'm hearing, like whatever, a clergy, a mentor, someone to be able to express to. It may be also, you're mirroring someone else's, what you're feeling like, their issues, and that's actually how you're feeling as well. You know how that mirror goes. You see in others what you really don't care for in yourself. We all do it. So look for any signs of that. If that bugs you about somebody else, then it may be something in you that gets triggered. Maybe a childhood issue. And when I'm seeing this, look at this card. I'm looking at the sword. So I think you're ready, willing, and able to not put up a fight so much, but I feel like you're ready, willing, and able to stand up for yourself and your beliefs. Again, it's a major arcana card too, and it's the number 8. So that is about justice. That is about karma. So just, again, balance is key here. Major arcana cards talk about our experiences that the universe wants us to experience in this particular month or this particular time to help move us forward. It's like major experiences, right? And your next card is also a major arcana card. It's awakening. And in traditional tarot, this is the Hanged Man. Okay, well, the Hanged Man, actually, there's some angelic forces around the Hanged Man, because it's about seeing things totally different. And it feels like there's divine guidance with that. A lot of times in the traditional tarot, the Hanged Man has his arms around him. So when he's open-hearted, when he's open-minded, and he sees things in 180-degree difference, like totally different, and understands and accepts, then there's movement. There's movement forward. So it feels like that you all, take a look at things from a different perspective. It can be a temporary standstill, but this really does have some guidance behind it. When you do that and you pause, then I feel like with this relationship, and this, this again could be a business deal. It could be work. Maybe some things at work have not been going hunky-dory for you, or an investment. I'm hearing the word investment, and or it could even be your savings and or your 401k, or it could be that issue in court. But take a pause. It's important to know where you're coming from, to look at all the numbers. It's also important, if it's in a relationship, be yourself. Know where you're coming from. And when I look at this card, what stands out for me the most is really the halo above the angel. Like I said, this is divinely guided. This is saying, hold on, pause. You're going to get some information intuitively. Just, take a deep breath, see things differently, and we will guide you. And there's a lot of gold in this card, and I'm seeing gold in the Justice card, and also the Ace of Earth. There's some yellow and some gold in the wings. So that means to me that things can turn out golden for you if you move at an even flow pace with courts, with relationships, with business, with everything. Okay, and then your last card is the Two of Earth. So the 2 is about partnerships. It is about decisions that need to be made around money, business, property, anything like that. Okay, financial, anything that has to do with what we have on our exterior, our home. And so, this to me goes along with the Justice card. I said something about your being in court. It could be around relationships. It could be a separation, divorce. It could also be around, that could involve property. That can involve a decision or a division of property and or of finances. It's a lot going on at once. Sometimes 2s need balance, and it feels like to me this whole month that you guys are going to be looking at that. Make that decision, and really to bring in a more playful approach. It feels like with 2 major arcana cards, one's the Hanged Man and one's the Justice, and then you're thinking a lot at the beginning, that this 2 brings in more of a balance. So try to see things on an even keel. Bring in some fun. Bring in, go spend a day out playing. Go to the park, go to the beach if you're near one, but do something that feels it's joyful and creative, and that you can sort of get out of your way, get out of your skin, and not feel so serious about whatever's going on in your life. And when I see this card, it is very fun, actually. It has a lot of orange in it, which orange for me is creativity. So any of you guys that are creative, if you write, if you paint, if you sew, whatever you dabble in that's creative will be very beneficial for you. Again, this is a money card because it's an earth card. It could have to do with a Capricorn, a Virgo. It's probably to do with you. So it probably is to do with you, or a Taurus. So again, I feel like it's telling you to enjoy, don't rush into things this month, and you'll be more than happy for it in the next 6 months. Okay, this is just sort of a time for you to I wouldn't say lay low, but in a way it is. Okay, Divine Order. This is the Archangel card I drew for you guys. This is Divine Order. Here we see the scales again. This is interesting. This came up in the Justice card. Here's the scales. And this is from Archangel Raquel. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. So again, with all of the, feeling like, maybe there is some, again, court or legal battle, just know that there is divine order in all this. And what feels like it's just way out of whack can turn right around for you.